Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step. As we see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on a team from the Big 12, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Boy, a nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Jones. And the Rebels are looking to keep this drive going.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that one.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of him for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Not the way he wanted to kick it. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. Powering through. The gain moves the ball to a 3rd and 4.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the running back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackled at the 33, that's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll run it here. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Rebels trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second and goal for the offense. Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. Handoff to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start with the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Now it's second down here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 20. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. The tight end has got it, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ASU.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking for a gap. It's Beck. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Rebels are on the move here. And then first down, right back to the running game. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Trying to find some room. It's back. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. He'll take a deep shot. He's got it at the 15. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
And the Sun Devils will line up on 1st and 10. That's a design quarterback keeper. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Now the timeout is called by the defense. Got some things to work out here.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And this one will be fair caught. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years Steelers has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Running back has it on a screen now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
A completion makes it second down. And he drops back in the gun. Running it. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Makes a quick catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Looks like one more play here before halftime. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Ending off on the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick this away to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Second down after that previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch does get the foot down. The Sun Devils begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. The Sun Devils pick up enough yardage for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And the Sun Devils looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morton. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Frustration in the last drive. They immediately get into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now. Testing the right side here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. And the Rebels come up to the line in a hurry-up. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Morton. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath.
Football comes out. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get... They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Here's the second down play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Hart. And he's tackled after the catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Close to the tight end. Caught near the goal line. The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. It's a second and goal play for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to extend the play. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense has got the football.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground, and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Throws it to the right. Can't connect on the long pass. He caught it, but was out of bounds, so incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, receivers make catches like this all the time, and if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. The Rebels hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the backside.
Another handoff to him on second and goal. He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on 3rd down. And now a 4th down play coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for 2 here, trying to tie the game. And the quarterback dropping back. He's running out of time here. And he grabs it in the end zone. The conversion will tie up this football game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. He finds his man. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
There's a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Here's the throw deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I would keep looking to throw the ball downfield. These receivers are too talented. And this quarterback has an ability to get into a rhythm. Eventually, he can hit some big plays.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass caught down at the 20. Touchdown, ASU. They jump in front here in the 4th. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. The back's got it. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. snap. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And there's the handoff. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Well, already playing with the lead here in the national championship, this defense is opportunistic. Eyes on the football, running to the ball in good team pursuit. When that ball hits the ground, they jump on top of it for a critical turnover.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. What a huge moment. That long play wiped away by a penalty. The offense with a long way to go now. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up. Third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
The ball is caught. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan. And
he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or bunking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Morton. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Quick throw over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Fires it on the move. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Touchdown, Arizona State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. What athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morton. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work at the 44.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
They'll run it to the left. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. He'll hand it off. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk. They looked pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Arizona State Sun Devils.